I'm afraid of tyranny. I'm afraid of undemocratic practices. I'm afraid of people that don't understand that in a democracy, the executive is not all in all.
Shortly after you arrived Nigeria from Egypt, we saw some videos on social media about how you were allegedly confronted by some security officials at the airport who tried to detain you, but you did not allow them. Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Well, I don't think it is accurate to say that they tried to detain me. They met me as I was coming out of the plane and said that they are from the DSS and they would like to have a meeting with me in their office. And I said, excellent, where is your letter of invitation? And the young man said, we'll give you the letter when we go out of the airport. So we started working towards the immigration counter, and then more people appeared. Apparently, they had come in full force. They had about 50 operatives. And subsequently, we learned that it was the ICPC that procured the DSS to do the abduction. I was supposed to be abducted by the DSS and then taken to ICPC. This we found out after the fact. But anyway, so we walked towards the immigration counter and they said I should give them my passport for them to go and do. I said, no, I always do my immigration. You have to have my biometrics. So I went, I did that, and I walked out. And two more senior people came and said they are from the DSS and they wanted me to go to their office. I didn't know whether they had an office at the airport or they meant their headquarters, but all I asked is the courtesy of a letter of invitation. This is what I believe I'm entitled to as a Nigerian. They didn't have a letter. They wanted me to just go with them. At some point, one of them said, you have to come with us. I said, Mr. Man, I don't know who the hell you are, but even the president cannot tell me I have to do anything in this country. We're a democracy. I do what I bloody want. If you want me to honor your invitation, let me have a letter. Of course, by then, many people had, some of the passengers that came with me and some of the people that came to meet me had come into the picture, and they were actually the ones that jointly and severally overpowered the DSS and ensured that I got into my car and came home. So that's what happened in brief.
A lot of people say the people that were there at the airport were actually there because, you know, when you were in Egypt, you kept saying that the government is going to arrest you, security officials are going to come after you. And people have been asking, if you have nothing to hide, what is El-Rufai afraid of? That you've been saying this for a long time.
I'm afraid of tyranny. I'm afraid of undemocratic practices. I'm afraid of people that don't understand that in a democracy, the executive is not all in all. There is a legislature that should be allowed to function, which has not been allowed to function. And there's a judiciary that is supposed to be independent, which is being procured and weaponized against the opposition.